All right, guys, here's another math lesson. This one is on reading tally charts. Tally charts, that sounds kind of funny. We'll explain what a tally is, but you will be able to use tally charts to count things. You will be able to use tally charts to make different graphs also. So let's take a look at what we see on this first page. I see up here a bunch of crayons. What is it that we want to do? Well, we want to sort our crayons, and we want to draw to show how we could sort our crayons into two different groups. When I look at those crayons up here, I see that I have red crayons. I see that I have yellow crayons. I also see that I have some short or some small crayons, and I have some big crayons. So I have to make my decision. How do I want to sort these? Well, I think I'm going to pick by color. So I want to choose either red or yellow. So I'm going to, rather than drawing each crayon in here, I'm going to cross one out, and then I will mark it in the box somehow. So let's see. I'm going to do red and yellow. So the first thing I want to do is I'm going to put an R in red, and I'm going to put a Y in yellow to help me remember. And now I'm going to cross these off. So I'm going to cross off my red. Again, I'm going to start at the top left and move to the right. There's a red. I'll put a mark. There's a red. There's a yellow. There's a red. There's a yellow. There's a yellow. Red. 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 Yellow. 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 Red. Red. Yellow. Yellow. Oh my, that's kind of confusing now to see all of these lines. I don't know. I'm afraid I might get lost counting them. Same with these. That's where tally marks come in. What we're going to do is I'm going to erase all of this, and I'm going to start marking them using tally marks, and I'll explain as I do it. So I'm going to erase. All right, we want to erase. I don't know if I can though. Oh, there we go. I'm going to erase my marks. And I'm going to erase all of these because I can't mark over them again. I got to start over. So I'm erasing all of that. And now I'm going to use tally marks. Okay, so here we go again. Red. Red. Yellow. Red. Red. Yellow. Yellow. I know they look the same, but we're almost there. Red. Now, once I have to still mark a red one, but when I get to 5, I want to cross. Now I have 5 tally marks under red. Every time I get to 5, I cross it. My 5th one is a cross. Yellow, that makes 4. Another yellow, that's 5, so I cross. Then red, and I start another group. Red, red, red. There we are at 4. Yellow, I start a new group. Red. Oh, I have 4. This makes 5. Yellow, yellow. Now that I have tally marks, so every time you get to 5, you cross. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, cross. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, cross. So I can now count by 5s. Right here is 5. Right here is 5. So if I count by 5s, I have 5, 10. So I'm going to write that number, 10. I come over here, I have 5. I don't have 5 here. I just have 1, 2, 3. So I can count by 5 and then add 3 more. 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'm going to write an 8. We will get more practice writing our tally marks in just a minute. Okay, let's turn the page and keep going. All right. Oh, look, there are tally marks in this chart up here. We have food we like, chicken, pizza, and I see tally marks. Look, right there, I see a group that has a slash, so I know that means there must be 5 there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to count my tally marks and go to the end and write my total. So if I look at chicken, I see 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to write my 3. Then when I look at pizza, I see 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'm going to write an 8. Now let's look at what's being said here. You can use a tally chart to collect information. That's just like with a picture graph and a bar graph. Each mark like this is a tally mark. It stands for one child. This marking, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, slash, stands for 5 children. That slash is the 5th tally mark. You don't do 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then slash. The slash is the 5th tally mark. So when I look up here, I have 3 that like chicken, 8 that like pizza. More children like pizza. P-I-Z-Z-A. All right, let's take a look at this tally chart down here. It's titled Boys and Girls in Our Class. So in this class that they're using here, here are boys, here are girls. This is how much? 5, and we keep counting. 6, 7, 8, 9. So this class has 9 boys. Then let's count the girls. 5, 6. So I'm going to write a 6. Now I can use this tally chart and information to answer some questions. Number 1, how many girls are in the class? Well, I'll look at girls, look at my total. How much? 6. Now I'll look at the next one. How many boys are in the class? Find boys. 9. So I'll write a 9. Question 3. How many children are in the class in all? Oh, in all. Those are my key words. That means I'm adding everything together. So I have 9 plus 6. What is that? 9 plus 6? 15. And the last question asks, are there more boys or girls in the class? Well, which number is bigger? 9 is bigger, and that's boys. So we're going to write boys on the line. Answering questions using a tally chart is about the same as using a bar graph or a picture graph. We look at the information that's given, and that helps us answer the question. If you have these papers at home, move this paper over and get out the next one. Okay, now we have another tally chart. Up at the top it says our favorite sport. And we have 3 choices this time. We have t-ball, soccer, and swimming. And we have tally marks for each one. So first thing, let's count our tally marks. Remember, I'm going to mark it over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's the slash. That means how many? That means 5. All right, so let's count. Let's look at our t-ball. I see a slash. That means that is 5, and there's nothing else. So we have a total of 5 for t-ball. Soccer. I see another one of those with a slash, so I know that's 5, and then we keep counting. 6, 7. So soccer, we're going to write a 7. And then we have swimming. I don't see a slash, so I'm just going to count by ones, each one of them. 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to write a 3. Now we can answer questions using the information in our tally chart. How many children chose, what is that? Soccer. Well, how many chose soccer? Yep, 7. So I'll write a 7. How many more, keyword, how many more children chose t-ball than swimming? So we have to look at our t-ball number of 5, our swimming number of 3. So I can write a subtraction sentence to find out how many more. 5 t-ball minus the 3 that chose swimming equals what? 5 minus 3 equals 2. And which sport did the most children choose? Most. The biggest number. Which sport got the biggest number of votes? Let's look. We have 5, 7, and 3. Which is the biggest number? 7. What sport? Soccer. So we are going to circle the soccer ball. Like I've said before, answering questions using a tally chart is just as the same as answering questions using a bar graph or a picture graph. Now, number 8. It says to write our own question about the tally chart. I want you to tell an adult or someone near you what your question might be. Could it be, how many children chose t-ball? How many chose swimming? How many chose soccer and t-ball? How many chose soccer and swimming? Any question that you can come up with that uses this information. And then the number 9, the going deeper. This could be hard, but we can do it. Sam asked some other children which sport they like. They all chose, what's that? Swimming. Now, the most children chose swimming. How many children did Sam ask? Oh, well, we have a lot of different things we have to think about there. So he's asked some more children, and we have to figure out how many he asked. And we're going to do that by figuring out using our numbers up here. So they said they all chose swimming. So here's where we're going to have to put tally marks. They all chose swimming. And now swimming has the most votes. So if it has the most, that means it has to be larger than 7. So we're going to draw tally marks. And I'm going to use a different color until we get to the number, a number higher than 7. So we have 3 right now. So then this makes 4. 5 we cross. 6, 7. So now they're tied. Let's do one more. 8. So now we're going to count how many tally marks I made. Well, here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So how many children did he ask? He asked 5. Okay, we're going to continue. If you have your own paper, turn it over. Here we go. Oh, I see another tally chart. This time, our tally chart is talking about our favorite season. We have winter, summer, and fall. They didn't put spring on there. Oh well, we just have winter, summer, and fall. We need to count our tally marks and write our total for each season. Let's start with winter. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to write a 4. Then I'm going to look at summer. Oh, I see it. Tally marks with a slash, so that tells me that's worth 5. So there's 5. There's another one with a slash. That's another 5. So 5, 10. I'm going to write 10. And for fall, I don't see a slash, so I'm going to count each one. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to write a 4. All right, let's look at our questions. What are we going to be able to answer using our tally chart? It says to complete each sentence about the tally chart, write greater than, less than, or equal to. Oh, we talked about this a while ago. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put my symbols that I know that go with each of these. Greater than, that alligator goes that direction. Less than, alligator mouth goes that direction. And equal to, we know the equal sign. Those two straight lines. So let's look at number 10. The number of tallies for summer is blank the number of tallies for winter. So we want to know, is the number for summer, which is 10, is that greater than, less than, or equal to the number for winter, which is 4? So is 10 greater than 4? Is 10 less than 4? Or is 10 equal to 4? Tell someone next to you. All right. The number of tallies for summer is greater than the tallies for winter because 10 is bigger than 4. Let's look at the next one. The number of tallies for winter, which is 4, is blank the number of tallies for fall, which is 4. So do we want to say the number of tallies for winter is greater than, less than, or equal to? So is 4 greater than 4? Is 4 less than 4? Or is 4 equal to 4? Tell someone next to you. It's equal to. It's the same number. And now we have another one. The number of tallies for fall is blank the number of tallies for summer. So we're comparing 4 to 10. So is 4 greater than 10? Is 4 less than 10? Or is 4 equal to 10? Tell someone next to you. 4 is less than 10. Now we have a go deeper. We're going to have to do some extra thinking. Here we go. The number of tallies for summer is blank the number of tallies for both, keyword, winter and fall. So winter has how much? 4. Fall has how much? 4. So we're going to add those together. 4 plus 4 equals 8. So now summer is 10, and these two together are 8. So is 10 greater than 8? Is 10 less than 8? Or is 10 equal to 8? Tell someone next to you. Summer, or 10, is greater than 8, or the tallies for both winter and fall. Now let's look at this bottom one. Look at the chart. How many tallies in all? Oh my goodness. Well, we already added 4 plus 4 to make 8, and that was winter and fall. So now all we have to do is add our 10. So 8 plus 10, or 10 plus 8, equals what number? And I'm going to write that over here. 10 plus 8 equals 18. So we have to now take that number 18 down here and choose which group of tallies shows 18. Remember, when we see a group like this, that's 5. So we have 5, 6, 7, 8. Is that 18? Nope. Let's try this one. 5, 10. Nope, that's not 18. Let's try this one. 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Does that make 18? Nope. Let's check and make sure this one is 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18. So that one, that last one shows 18 tally marks. If you have any questions about using tally marks, ask your teacher. You should also have an assignment on Google Classroom to complete and turn in.